in the city, still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my stream. Before I go any further, I do apologise. I've been absent a few weeks. I've had a lot of personal things going on here, my head hasn't been in it. So I'm back now. This is the final. I've decided. I was actually talking to Mark, and they suggested that I do just finish the Terminator off tonight, and I think that's a good option because then, going forward, we can then look forward to the Spitfire. So tonight is just going to be Terminator. This will be complete. Hopefully it'll work. It should do. I'd like to think it would. But yeah, let's introduce my guests and then start the evening. So first, I've got Mark's mods with me.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Horlicks' final Terminator live. And Dave can stop hiding behind the sofa for the final time.
Or can he?
Yeah, yeah.
And we've got Johnny Dave as well.
Evening, everybody. Thanks for having us on, and it's great to see you back, Horlicks.
Lovely, thank you very much. Yeah. I had a bit of a flap this evening because obviously I'm not used to this, and I was like, I didn't know where everything was, and obviously I completely forgot. But I've got them now. So we've got some Duracell bunnies. Hopefully that'll. Let's have a look at some chat, I suppose,
Okay.
And then.
Dave's doing the instructions first, so I'm doing the chat now. So
Lovely.
We've got Dave Mack. Good evening, Horlicks. It's nice to see you back. Evening, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Thank you.
We've got Jay's channel. Good evening, Horlicks, and good evening, all. Hope everyone is okay and well. So, evening, Jay.
Hi, Jay. Thank you for joining.
And then we've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, everyone. Hi, love.
Hello, Julie.
And we've got Dano's Universe, aka Dano Builds. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Dano.
Dano. And then Jay's channel. Sad to see this finished, at least for now. Dave doesn't have to hide behind the sofa, lol.
Or does he, as I keep saying?
Yeah, that's true. We've got Yorkshire Craft saying great intro.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it is an old one. I've just not used it for a while because when I was doing the Terminator and the Spitfire, I did a different one for that, for both. So, yeah, it was a bit of a blast from the past, that.
Yeah. And then we've got DS Models of Vinci. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Dave.
Hope you're well.
And then we've got Robert Milne. Hi, everyone. Good to see you back, Alex.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Robert.
Thank you for joining.
And then we've got Dave Mark. Good evening, Mark and Geordie Dave and Dave say. And that's the chat.
So, yeah, I'm a bit out of touch with this. I can't really remember where we were at, but I'm sure it'll all come flooding back. I had a panic pre-stream because I was like, we've got a plate. Where are the screws? And we haven't got them yet. That's just this. I was late coming back from work as well. So, but yeah, no, all's good. And let's start modelling, I suppose. So we're going to start with, we've got 4 issues to do. We're going to start with 117. And then, we'll go from there and see how the evening progresses. So I will sort the camera out.
Yep. So on this issue, we're going to fit the battery box in the base. I've got full screen.
I can do that.
Yeah,
There we go.
lovely.
Okay, we'll go through list parts check.
Ooh, there's lots of parts in there. Okay, let me just crack this open and then. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Okay, 117 won is engine for battery box.
Oh god, this is tight in there, isn't it? Sorry about the crinkling. Soon be over with. There we go. Get rid of that. Edging for battery box is
That's
it. Okay.
And 2 is battery box and cable.
There we go.
3 is 4 brackets. I like that beef.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
And 5 is 5 PB 3x6mm screws. 1 spare.
Right, this is where I'm going to have to use the tray. I'm going to print a new one actually because I quite like this one's good, but the other one that I did for you lot, they've got like the curved edges, so you can get screws out easier.
Yeah.
So they'll be the black ones.
Okay, so yeah, black screws. We'll put them in there. 5 of those. Yep.
Yeah. 9 PM 3x6mm screws. That'll be the silver ones.
6, 7, 8, 9.
And 9 M3 nuts. 1 spare.
2, 4, 6, 9. Yep.
And you will also need a cross-headed screwdriver and the base assembly from issue 116, the circuit board cover 1162 from the previous issue, and 4 C-type batteries.
Okay. These 4 of the circuit board cover. Is that the metal plate? That must be the metal plate.
Okay, before I get started, we've got a bit more chat. We've got John's model making. Evening all, is this T2? I thought Arnie had left the building.
Yeah.
We've got Warren James. Hi all. Sorry I'm late. Hi Warren.
Hi Warren, no worries. No, thank you for joining.
And then we've got us, the Northern Model Builders. Hello, great to see you building. Looking forward to seeing a finished model tonight.
Lovely, thank you. Okay, so I think we are about ready to go.
Yeah, well, I would get your batteries opened.
Right, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So step 1 is fit the 4 C-type batteries into the battery box, following the markings on the inside of the box as shown.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Step 2. Take the engine port and note the tab on the inside, which is arrowed.
Yes.
Fit the edge of the battery box into the engine port. You will need to fit them together at an angle so that the edge of the box fits under the tab as shown.
Oh, I see. So we're going to be going under there and then in like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Step 3: tip the battery box edge back into the upright position so that the battery box securely fitted into the edging. No glue is needed. The edge of the pot will have to be removed if you need to change the batteries.
Okay.
Step 4: carefully turn the base assembly upside down, and then check that it is well supported without damaging the searchlights and detail. Fit the battery box into the recess in the base section 110.1 as indicated.
Right. So it looks like it's going to go in something like that.
Just check you don't trap one of the wires, Horlicks, from your spotlights.
Has it got to be completely out of the way?
I would move it out of the way, yes. You don't want to pinch that wire and then disable it. John's model making says killer batteries for a killer machine, LOL.
Yeah, it's the only ones I could get. I was going to get the cheaper ones as well. Like, obviously, I know they're massive batteries, like that's what you're referring to, but I was going to get the cheaper ones, and they didn't have none. So it was a Duracell.
Yeah.
But yeah, that seems to fit quite nicely there. Obviously loose, but that will.
It says step 5: take the cable from the battery box and run it across the underside of the base assembly to the circuit board. Plug the connector into the socket on the circuit board arrowed.
All right, so before I do that, I need to check the switches off. Yeah. So this is, if I'm correct, we're going to have to leave this loose because obviously this will need to be pulled out.
Yeah.
When we come to doing changing batteries or whatnot. So hopefully without getting in the way of that hole, because I'm not sure what's happening with that yet.
You'll soon find out.
Right, step 6: take the backing panel 1174 and check how it fits on the underside of the base panel 1101 so that the screw holes are aligned as indicated.
Excuse the camera, it always goes funny with this felt, doesn't it? So yeah, they look nice and aligned.
So fix the backing panel in place with 4 PB 3.6mm screws.
Okay. Black ones, yep.
So once this is all done, Alex, are you going to do a showcase of it? Video?
I've not really thought about it, to be honest. I guess so. Yeah, it'd be a nice little project to do. I'm not sure when, but yeah, in the next few weeks. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, that's nice and tight, secure.
Okay, step 8. Right, take the heavy panel 1162 supplied with issue 116 and identify the first pair of holes near the edge where one of the brackets 1173 will fit.
Okay, now I'm just gonna check. Sorry, I'm just checking for something. I just need to get. I've just had a great thought. So please just bear with me for 2 seconds while I grab out the toolbox. Because I might as well do it properly. Because I think I can guess what's coming. Yeah. Basically, I've got some socket bits for screwdrivers, and I think this might get, because obviously I could use pliers, but I think this will give it a tighter fit.
Well, you don't know about tightening them in anyway.
Yeah. Go on.
Alright, so it's after you've identified where the first bracket's going to go, fit 2 PM 3x6mm screws through the screw holes and fix the bracket in place using 2 M3 nuts. Do not over tighten the nuts at this stage so that the brackets can still move. So they do want the brackets a little bit slack.
Okay. So there's 2.
Can I recommend something, Horlicks?
Yeah.
Put all the screws in and put electrical tape over the top of them so they'll stay in position.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a better idea, isn't it? Can't see anything, sorry. Right, electrical tape, where are you? Not seen you for a while. Yeah, that'll just keep them in place till we get the bits on.
There you go.
Okay, and then brackets, are these symmetrical? I guess they are.
Yes, they are.
So they're going to be facing outwards like so. Well, one.
You're going to see, you're going to do step 9 and all.
So we've got to leave these loose.
That's what it says for now.
Come on.
A little bit of chat. It's just John's model maker saying hi to Dave Mack, and Dave Mack saying hi back to John's model making.
Step 9 is same again.
Same again?
Yeah, it's not worth reading it all out.
Okay.
Step 10 is Turn the panel around and identify the screw holes for the remaining 2 brackets. Fix first bracket in place using the screws and the nuts.
Ah, okay. So we've got to do the same again.
Yep.
John's model making says, "Is that a nut spinner, Horlicks?"
Yeah.
And then DRD Allotments here saying, "Hello, everyone."
Hello, DRD Allotment.
Hello, DRD Allotment.
Hello, DRD Allotment.
Take them down. There we go, lovely. And these are going to go in like that.
Yep. So that's step 10 and step 11.
Yeah, I raced forward there, didn't I? But it's sort of obvious, isn't it, what's going to happen?
It's not worth reading about, it's the same. I don't know why it doesn't tell you to lock down, because when you put the other piece on the gun, the rope are going to be in the way. Sure, we locked it as good.
I think I locked mine in first time. I thought,
Yeah, so do I. Just says, yeah, do not tighten nothing, which is locked and do.
I suppose it just gives it a bit of movement, because I'm guessing something's going to go in there.
Yeah. When you get that thing in there, you need them locked down, or you're not being locked them down because of the screws sticking out on the side.
I see, yeah.
Okay, stage complete.
Oh,
Battery box and engine have been fitted. The base assemblies and back panel holds the battery box in place. 4 fixing brackets have been attached to the circuit board cover.
lovely.
Hand over to Mark for.
okay. I'll just read out that last bit of chat and then we're caught up, Jody, there. So, John's model making says, "I remember this is Arnie's Zimmer frame." Right, okay, so step 118. And in this one, we assemble the lower half of the stand and connect it to the base. Attach the stand to the brackets, combine it with the base by threading it through the underside, then add the last backing panel and pads.
Okay. Right. So, these are the parts.
Yeah.
I'm just going to open this up, and then we will go through.
Excuse me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so part 1 is lower part of stand.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that's this bit here.
Yeah. Part 2 is stand inserts. Like weird brackets, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It's like them things you get. You look for water with.
Water dividers.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Sidetracked. Brackets.
Okay. Part 3 is backing panel.
No.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. Part 4 are adhesive pads.
Yeah, there's 4 of them there.
Okay. Part 5 is 5 p.m. 3 times 35mm screws, 1 spare.
Okay, that's 5.
I can tell you now, you do not have that type of screw in your screw pot.
No. I don't think it'd fit in there, would that?
Oh, I got mine in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, part 6 is 5 M3 nuts, 1 spare.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. And then part 7 is 9 PB 3 times 6mm screws.
Nine.
Okay. Says you will also need a fine crosshead screwdriver, tweezers or fine nose pliers to help with tightening the nuts, and the base assembly and panel with brackets from issue 117.
Okay.
Okay, so step 1 is take the panel with brackets fitted in the previous issue and stand it flat on your work surface. Fit the bottom bar of the stand between the brackets so that the screw holes are aligned. Note the position of the holes which will face the back of the stand, arrows.
Okay, so back of the stand. Where are the holes?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Okay. Step 2 is take 4 PM 3 times 30mm screws and fit them through the screw holes in the bracket, the bottom bar of the stand and the next bracket.
If we haven't got the funds, we can't carry on with business, can we? But you're not in trouble either, are you? Be quiet. What's this?
Right, so what I'm going to do, yeah, I see what you mean. It's going to be awkward to tighten them up if you leave that loose. So I'm going to put them just through. Then I'm going to turn this round. And then I'm going to tighten them up from underneath.
Right.
Still, must be a way to feel my head.
So you can see. Pull that tape off.
Charlie, hopefully, I'm not heavy.
Screwdriver underneath.
Just want to show you what you're doing. I'm speaking from experience. Oh, don't tell me you never fessed up about me again. Kind of unusual if I remember. Slow, slowly. A couple of inches lower than that one shack.
Okay, that's that one.
Stand that, are ya?
I'm not going to do this one as well. Oh, it's popped off, isn't it? Okay, so that's them in. Now I can push that through.
Yeah. So step 3 is use 4 M3 nuts to fix the PM 3 times 30mm screws in place so that the stand is held upright between the brackets. Make sure that the nuts are completely tight, drawing the bracket close to the bar of the stand. Now you can fully tighten the 8 M3 nuts fitted in the last issue that fasten the brackets to the base.
Okay.
Not because you slayed it.
Still have an expert tip in here saying that the next steps are easier. Someone can help you by holding the stand on its side. You may find it easier if you remove backing panel 1174 before fitting the stand. I didn't.
Took a contract out. What do you intend to do with these chairs? It's finding similar to if you split and out it. You can be first.
So this is the third nut going on.
Clearly last night somebody wasn't knocked up, bitch.
Now I'm going to tip on its side and just tighten the other two.
That's the thing, as these models get bigger, they're harder to keep on your desk.
Yeah. That's that. And then I can go ahead and do these ones. That isn't actually the right bit after all that.
DS Model and Vintage. Hello, I'm John Model Maker. And is that Netflix in the background? Not seeing someone watching. What are you watching? Prisoner?
Bad Girls.
Bad Girls? Oh, sorry.
God, yeah, it's like putting furniture together, isn't it?
Mm. Reminds me of rails you find in clothes shops.
Yeah. Right, that seems solid, so I'm happy with that.
Okay, so step 4, this is where it gets a bit challenging. Step 4 is working from the underside of the base. Assemble, fit the 2 upright bars of stand 118 through the holes in the base as indicated. Gets interesting because it's like, how am I supposed to do that with all the detail on there?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to do this slightly off camera.
John Model building Bad Girls. Is it good? He likes it. But women who are in jail. So drama, I think. He can't use it as a catch up to get it.
Yeah, it's quite.
Dano's Universe, yeah, that new make of yours really picks up everything. Yeah, no. I could back it off a bit.
Right. We're in.
Right. Okay, but now you need to flip it back over again because you need to screw that back panel in.
Yeah.
So step 5 is push the bars through the holes so that the heavy panel fits against the underside of the base assembly, covering the circuit board. Use 4 PB 3x6mm screws to fix the panel in place, circled.
Oh, baby.
I just want to make sure. Ooh. Okay, so PB36, so let's have a look. That's the black ones again.
Yes.
Sorry if you can't see. I'm trying my best to. Okay, that is it.
Step 6. Replace the backing panel if you removed it. Take the backing panel 118.3 and check how it fits on the underside of the base panel so that the screw holes are aligned as indicated.
Yes.
Okay, step 7. Fix the backing panel in place with 4 PB 3x6mm screws.
And 4.
Okay. Step 8. One at a time, remove the adhesive pads from their backing and stick them in place at the 4 corners of the underside of the base. I stuck mine over the screws that were in that corner.
No, I see, yeah.
So I knew they were more or less all in the same place.
I think what I might do, just in case I have to rip it off, I'm just going to go to the inside of them. Not that it will, but if I have to, oh God, what's going on here then? Sorry about that. Yeah, if I have to get it back into it for any reason,
Right.
I shouldn't think I have to for 1 minute, but so I'm just going to do the same on each side. Okay, and then it's a bit washed out, this black.
Oh, it's awful. Luckily, you won't be doing any more work now on the underside of the base.
Okay.
Okay, step 9. Turn the base and stand the right way up. Take the 2 inserts and gently squeeze them into a U shape. Fit the bent ends of the inserts into the open ends of the stands. As you push them down, ensure that the pegs on the inserts are in line with the holes near the tops of the shafts of the stand. When correctly positioned, the pegs on each of the inserts comes through the holes in the stand inset.
Right, okay.
So I used a flat-headed screwdriver just to help me push them down into place.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I've actually got one to hand as well. Oh. So that's a bit awkward, isn't it? So yeah, just down there, because you don't want to go too far.
No, because that knobble bit needs to come out the hole. So I just did it nice and slow with a flat-headed screwdriver. There you go.
So,
And then you just do the other side. There we go. Okay, and that is stage complete. The lower part of the stand has been fixed in place. The last backing panel has been fitted to the underside of the stand together with the pads. And I'll hand it back over to Jodie Dave.
Okay.
okay.
We're up to date on the chat, so there's nothing more.
Right.
Okay, we're moving on to 119. Hey, we're shifting tonight here.
Okay.
Okay, 119. Affix your Terminator T800 endoskeleton model to the stand. Ready for your list of pieces?
Hang on one sec. Let me just clear this off the desk. Get a bit more room. Okay, I am ready.
Okay, 191. Upper part of stand.
Okay.
2 is a support plate.
Yeah.
3 is 3 screw sleeves.
3.
4 is a chain.
Yeah.
5 2 6.35 millimeter thumb screws. That's a big thumb screws.
Mm-hmm.
4 M3 nuts.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
And 4 PM3 by 30 millimeter screws.
And 4.
DS models and vintages. Oh God, Lord, no. LOL, here we go.
You're going to need a 5 crosshead screwdriver, the base assembly from issue 118, super glue cocktail stick, optional, and a Terminator model from issue 107.
Okay.
Okay, stage 1. Step 1. Take the upper part of the stand and fit the three PM 3 by 30mm screws into the 3 holes across the top part of 119 The screws must be inserted from the back of the stand. The side with the holes shown in the marked photograph fit the sleeve onto which the screws are shown.
Okay, so screws go through this way, head there, holes back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Now you're going to fit the sleeves on the other side.
Yep, let me just grab some tape just to keep those screws in.
There's always time for electrical tape.
There we go.
Right.
Sleeves. So they're just going to go over those screws like so. Perfect.
Right. Step 2. Fit the support plate onto the 3 screws so that it is spaced away from the bar of the upper part of the stand by the sleeves. Fix in place with 3 M3 nuts.
One, 2, and 3 nuts. They are going on. And then I'm guessing we need to tighten these up.
Yeah.
So this is where it gets a bit tricky on stream. I've got the bar under my arm. Okay, that's not working for me, so I'm going to resort to these now. It did work, but I think they're funny. Well, I know they're M3, but they're just a funny size socket.
The M2s are worse.
Unless it's just that. You see, they worked on the other ones, and no. Ooh, this is actually really quite difficult to try and get on the stream.
Don't worry, Alex.
All the next parts are going to be difficult to do on stream. If people can see.
Okay, that is on nice and tight.
Okay, step 3. Fit the ends of the upper part of the stand into the ends of the lower part of the stand. The support plate is at the front of the stand. See also next step. Excuse me. Step 4. The pegs on the insert in the lower part of the stand clicks into the holes in the upper part of the stand. The height of the upper part of the stand is adjustable. I just stuck them in the first one, mate.
So, yeah, push that down onto the stand. If I get out of the way, you might be able to see. Click them in. There we go.
Right, step 5. Decide how to arrange the chain on the base. It need not be fixed in place. If preferred, apply a little super glue to the 4 or 5 links of the chain and then stick it in place on the base. So it's up to you whether you want to just lie it on or glue it on.
Yeah, I think I'll just lie it on for now, and I can worry about that later on.
Right. Now you're going to need the Terminator.
Right, let me try and get you a better view.
You need him so that you can get to his back.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so step 6. Take your Terminator model from issue 100 and identify the 2 screw holes in the back circled.
Yes.
Right, take the 2 thumb screws and screw them into the holes by hand.
So there are the holes. One there, one there. Right. Put the thumb screws in by hand.
Yep.
Till they stop. Yeah.
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 To this stop.
Okay.
Put the thumb screws into the notches on the support plate as shown so that your model stands up. And that is stage complete. That's the Terminator finished other than the remote.
Oh. Right. This is really trying to get it. Good.
Don't forget to put that skull over the switch on the base, Alex.
Yep. That's there.
Yeah. That's it.
That's him done.
Well, he looks a bit stiff, doesn't
Looks good when you put it up, mate.
he? Cool.
I found after I finished recording it, I just sort of fiddled with mine a little bit and just got it where it needed to be.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah. Right. Over to you now, Mark.
Right. Okay, Alex, issue 120.
The final issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this hand's so loose, but I mean this has got the plastic ball joint in. I'm still I had a problem with one of the ball joints on the I ordered a Model Mods ball joint, and one was slightly faulty, so I'm still waiting for replacement. I said I should have problems getting them in at the minute, so I will change that as soon as I can get one. So it's a bit tight. His feet's a bit tight on the old base. Is that normal?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I think you can position one leg forward a little bit, one back a bit.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a bit.
Right, while you're getting sorted out, I'll go through this chat. DS Models was the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah. The next comment was yes, John's model making is the next one.
Right. Great show, guys. Got to leave you now. That's from John Volmaker.
Oh, bye, John.
Bye, John.
Okay, bye, John. Thanks for joining. Okay.
We'll have Warren James looking great. And we'll have DRD allotment. I think we found a scarecrow for the allotment.
Yeah.
And Dave Mack looks awesome, Horlicks. You've done a great job on it.
Lovely, thank you. I will.
Right. The penultimate issue.
The last issue.
You should like this, Horlicks, because it's making a remote control.
Yeah, like a bit of electrical work. Okay.
Okay, so issue 110-20 is assemble the remote control and learn how to use it to control your model. And it just says insert the buttons and the circuit board into the remote control frame, insert batteries and screw closed.
Okay.
Okay, so part 1 is remote control case. Yep.
There we go. This is the Terminator bottom there.
Okay. Part 2 is remote control case back.
Okay.
Yep. Part 3 is battery cover. Yep. Part 4 is control buttons. Yep. Part 5 is transparent elements.
Yeah.
Okay. Part 6 is the circuit board. Yeah. Part 7 is 5 PB 2x4mm screws, 1 spare.
Five, yes.
Okay. Part 8 is 2 PM 2x6mm screws, 1 spare.
Yeah.
And part 9 is 2 M2 nuts, 1 spare.
Okay, so I have one because ahead of time I already knew what was coming, and I've actually glued that nut in down there ready to go, because I saw that a few people would, maybe, I don't know why or how, they glued that into place, put the screw through, and then the glue actually set the screw in place, and then there was a problem getting the screw out. So I thought, right, if I glue that ahead of time, there'd be no risk of that, because it'll all be dry by the time we come to this issue tonight. So that's that step done already.
Right. It says you
That's
also
the joy of watching other builders, isn't it? You can see, you know, what's.
Yeah, it says you'll also need a fine crosshead screwdriver, your model on its stand, super glue and a cocktail stick, fine file or sandpaper, and 2 AAA batteries.
Okay, AAA batteries coming up.
Okay. DS models of is it me, or is it that remote a bit coffin shaped?
I think these batteries are all right. I'm actually going to let's get technical. Let's check them. 1.5. Yeah, they're good. I've got so many batteries laying about. I'm not sure which ones are depleted and not, so I left them all, but they are good. Okay.
Okay. Step 1. Take the front of the remote control case and identify the openings for the 4 clear elements on part 125.
Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right. Step 2. Remove the 4 transparent elements from the frame and check the feet in the openings. Remove any rough edges with a fine file or sandpaper. One at a time, apply a little glue to the rims around the edges of the parts and fit them into the front of the case.
Okay.
Now, I found it easier to use a helping hand on that when putting these bits in.
Yes, I have got one somewhere, but I think it's in. I don't know where it is. I've got it here somewhere, but I haven't got my hand on it. Ha! Excuse the pun. Helping hand. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just try and manage without somehow.
I just went around the sides with a cocktail stick and just dropped them in.
Yeah. Well, see what happens. Okay, that's all right. So I'm going to check the fit. Perfect. So they will go in right. So cocktail stick, some glue. What did you glue? The actual clear bits, or did you put it on the actual case itself?
I went around the side of the case with a cocktail stick.
I just put a tiny bit on the clear bits.
Okay.
You only need a tiny bit of glue because it's only holding them in place while you make it.
Yeah.
Once all together, it really doesn't matter.
I'm just going to put a few dabs around on the case, I think, then. So that's one in. Okay, so they are glued in.
Okay, you need the other 2 pieces.
Yep. So that was a little bit awkward to take off because obviously it's got a curve and the cutters are, flat. So that is the larger one. Or there's the same, could be to set with. That does fit in there. And that fits in there. Okay. So we're going to glue them in now. Mm.
The show is kept by Sam Defender.
Want to tell us where he got it?
From the minion server.
Getting somewhere.
Mold and stuff from the bin.
Fiddly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is fiddly.
I'm going to get charged for the weapon then.
I've spoken to someone who's in the same opinion as me. Such serious breach of duty, you'll have a month's wages told. I was tricked, Mom. And you'll be demoted to basic grade prison officer for
Okay, that's those two in place. So that is all of them.
Okay. Right, so step 3. Identify the various control buttons on the frame.
Okay.
1 and 2 is up, down, jaw.
Possibly tragic concept.
Yep.
Right at the bottom. 3 and 4 are left, right, eyes.
Yeah.
5 is light, eyes. Yep. 6 is power.
Mhm.
Yep. 7, 8, 9 are sound.
Yeah.
You should have, yeah. And then, 10 and 11 are searchlights blue. And 12 and 13 are searchlights red.
Okay.
Okay. So step 4 is 1 at a time, remove the parts from the frame, smooth any roughness and fit them into the appropriate holes in the front of the remote control case. Do not use any glue. The insert shows the buttons in place for reference, but do not turn the assembly over at this stage.
Okay. I'm just going to cut them all out.
I've been doing some preliminary inquiries about the dead police officer, Detective Gossard. Your defense team would not have access to some important information about him. A year before he died, surveyed, citing mental and physical cruelties and reasons. Seems Detective Sergeant Gossard was a man with violent history. Did you know that?
Now, I was planning to do this just before the stream, but so I was a bit delayed, so I didn't have a chance.
Who's in charge?
Might if I move you up a bit, you might be able to see a bit more.
That's it.
Whoa. Okay, I think that is all of them off the screw.
Just a case of filing them and putting them in.
So I guess they're only going to fit in one way,
Yes.
apart from obviously the red and blue buttons.
Yeah, just double check what you're doing on that one.
It's actually done a really good job for Cutlass. There's not really anything.
I had quite a bit to take off, but my sprue cutters were on the way out, so that's why.
Oh, God, that's loud. I can really hear the cuckoo.
That's bloody late, no?
It's that new microphone of yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so arrows. Arrows can go in. Power button, I can see, has got a notch. This will only fit one way. What else have we got? So we've got the up and down. Oh. Up and down. We've got the main light in the middle.
That's for the eyes.
Okay, so this is where it gets a bit complicated. These are right. So that one is the middle. That one's there. That one's there. So now the blue goes on the right hand side, but left on the right way. So that'll be the right.
Oh, yeah.
That's fallen out. Right, that's everything in.
Step 5 is position the circuit board over the buttons so that the contact point on the circuit board, not visible, connect with the buttons. 4 holes in the circuit board fit over the pegs in the front of the remote control.
Okay.
Okay. Step 6, take the back of the remote control and you've already done this, and identify the hexagonal recess where the empty nut will fit. Use a cocktail stick to apply a little super glue in the recess and fix the nut in place. So step 7 then is position the front and back of the remote control side by side so that you can plug the connector from the back into the socket on the circuit board as indicated.
Okay.
This is when you need 3 hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, they got it in the bother. Bloody took ages for me to get it in.
Okay, and then it says position the remote control back onto the outer part of the remote control so that the circuit board is enclosed.
Yeah.
Right, I just check all your buttons now. Right, just check the pressing of them.
Yeah. All good.
Okay. And then it's step 9 is fix the 2 parts of the remote control together using 4 PB 2x4mm screws.
But don't fully tighten them.
Okay.
If you lock them too tight, it can lock one or two of them buttons.
Okay, yeah, just enough to buy. Because obviously it's plastic as well, so we don't want to. Yeah, that one's too tight. It's a bit not quite. If I push the here, it clicks a button.
Mine does the same.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've got one that sticks, just keep pressing it quite a few times to unstick it. So like where's it in?
Yeah, it's the tightness of the screw. If I loosen the screw off, that's like really loose. See, look, I'm just giving it the tiniest little movement. It's not even tight. Then it locks it up.
That's what I found. Cheap
That's a bit better. Okay, I think I'm going to just go with that.
Okay. So step 10 is fit 2 AAA batteries into the recesses in the back of the remote control, taking care that they are correct way round, as shown. Fit the cover over the batteries and fix the cover in place with a PM 2x6mm screw. The screw goes into the nut that was fitted in step 6.
Okay. And this is the longer screw, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. Do you want to just double check it by switching it on? There we go. All working. Okay, so that is stage complete. The remote control is complete. You are ready to operate the model. See back cover for instructions.
Oh, how exciting. Right.
Okay, so if you want to get your camera on the Terminator.
Dave, turn away.
Yeah.
Hang on. So we're in darkness now, so that's why the camera's gone a bit funny.
Okay, so It says operating your T800 model. After removing the head backplate and turning on the battery box, turn on the power button circled in the head by holding it down for a couple of seconds. The eyes will flash twice and remain on. Turn on the switch beneath the skull on the base and the remote control. Your model is now ready for remote control.
Right.
Yep.
That's the eyes.
His neck's a bit wonky.
Yeah, mine is.
And then turn the bass on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, turning on the power button on the remote control lights up the clear inserts. Your remote is ready to use. 3 sound buttons run different soundtracks. After you switch off the power button inside the head, the switch under the skull, and the power button on the remote. The eyes will flash twice before shutting down. And it's over to you, Alex.
Right then, so remote on.
Yeah.
Oh, what should we do first?
See if the lights, see if the eyes move.
So that's the left and right. It does, but it's opposite to the arrow. Is that normal?
You might have to take that remote control and refit them.
I mean, sorry, I don't mean that. I mean, they're
Oh,
They're
that's normal. That's normal.
but when I obviously push the left button, it makes them go right.
Yeah, that's normal. Mine does the same.
They hardly move. Wouldn't that all was?
Could do jaw up and down.
Jaw up and down. You can't really see it, can you?
Oh no, we can.
That's the jaw down. Jaw up.
There we go.
No. Rob says the jaw doesn't work on his.
Oh no.
Turn the eyes off.
Which button's that?
It's the middle one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm covering it. I could have just done that.
Eyes back on. Right, do you want to check your base now with the searchlights?
Yeah.
So you might have to point your camera down. There we go.
Blue.
1 blue, 2 blue, red, and red.
Okay, and the last is the sound effects.
So obviously these will need a bit of positioning.
Yeah.
Super bright, aren't they?
Yes. Wait until you hear the sound. It's super loud.
Oh, one's gone off. There we go. So, number 1. There we go. Oh, goes on. Very dramatic. God.
Next sound.
What? Okay, and then number 3.
Okay, I'll bring up some chat. Here's channel, brilliant Horlicks, well done to you. Dano's Universe looking good. Well done. It's alive.
That is amazing. That actually looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Dano's Universe. That is totally cool.
Well
So-
done, Horlicks.
Well done.
Well
This-
done.
Thank you very much. And this is where Dave might get upset.
It actually looks good there. Looks good there.
So,
Yeah.
The white wall really sets it off.
when we're live,
Oh, wow.
It does. It really sets it off there.
Wow.
if I move the eyes a bit, it might not be directly in the camera. No, that's not working. Well, I'm going to turn the eyes off. But yeah,
Wow.
that actually looks really cool there.
It's a good night light, no?
Yeah.
Alright, if you come later and shoot yourself.
Hang on a minute. Let me there we go.
Wow. That's amazing.
If you come later and push your pants.
That is really cool.
Really looks good, that corner, the way it sets it off.
So yeah, I mean, I might have to move it pre-stream when
Just put a sheet over it.
yeah, it look like a ghost.
Yeah, that's what I had to do for a Northern Model Builders show. I had to put a cover over mine.
Now, obviously, I haven't done it yet, but
They've got the
God.
the gun to do. Gathering a bit of dust. I will probably do this off stream, or we can make a show out of it, I suppose. I'm not sure if it needs assembling or not. I haven't really looked, but we've got the gun.
Some people were saying the gun's very hard to get in the Terminator's hand and hold it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine that. I mean, obviously I've done the mod with the fingers, so I think I should be all right because I can get it into position and then lock them down. But we'll see. So yeah, got the gun to do as well. But that is, yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. Now that's there.
All right, we've got some more shots.
I mean, sorry, but it was either going to be there or up on the unit there, but I'm not sure. It might.
I think it looks good there, me.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, Dave Mack, absolutely brilliant, Horlicks. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Francisco Joseph Valero Luke, hope I said your name correctly. Nice work. How many issues? 120 issues.
20.
And DS Models and Village, well done, Horlicks. Completed part works. Oh my god, looks stunning but scary.
Right. I'm just going to share something. This was on day one
So,
of
right,
Terminator.
Oh,
there we go.
issue 1
Issue
of the Terminator. Build the T-800 1:2 scale. Assemble the most legendary cyborg in science fiction history. Wow, what an introduction.
Yes, it's going to be amazing.
There you go. That was day one. That was the 20th of April, 2020. You muted, Horlicks.
Sorry, I was talking to you know who. Yeah, no, that's mad. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Can't
And we
believe
actually had Dave doing a Terminator, reading the instructions.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's before it all got scary. Mind you, no, because issue 1 we did started the head, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we've put him off.
So, yeah, 20th of April, 2020. If you remember, it was your lockdown project.
Yeah.
And I was in that one as well.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. It's Yeah, it's been a really good build over lockdown and everything. And I need to turn this off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just need to say, what's that?
DS models are really. Oh my god, that was me on the first one.
So no, really, I need to thank a subscriber very much for supporting this. It was a gift from a subscriber. I won't mention any names, but yeah, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate what you've done, and yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's looking really good, and yeah, as I say, it's been brilliant to do, especially as you know, Mark said, over lockdown and stuff, and that with the and because I nearly didn't do the Spitfire, that was a last minute thing, so this would have been it. If I hadn't have got that, tonight would have been the end of what I have to build at the moment, and I don't know what would have happened, to be honest. So, but yeah, no, thank you very much. You know who you are. So thank you so much for well, being a Patreon, if you like, and you know, gifting this to me. It will be yeah, it's a really nice piece. So yeah, thank you again. You know who you are. Massive thumbs up. Thank you. And yeah, thank you guys for helping through the journey. I mean, it's not the end, so because we've got the Spitfire to do.
Yep.
So you haven't got rid of me just yet, but yeah, no, thank you both, and to Dave and everyone else who's been on the show to help with this. And yeah, that is end of an era for Terminator. But as you
come full circle, really, because I was with you on day one and I'm here at the end. It's yeah, it's so I'm gonna have to. It just leaves me to show it off now to people. Well, not that anyone comes round, but Michelle's out at the moment. But when she comes back, yeah, I will. I'll drag her in and show her. But yeah, so yeah, that's it then. That's Terminator finished. Yeah, it's good to see it done. I think tonight was a good idea to get it finished.
Yeah.
And then you can concentrate on the Spitfire now.
So, how you found that build, Horlicks?
Yeah, good. A little bit frustrating at times. The fingers were a nightmare, and they still are a bit. I don't know if I'm Loctite on them, but if you try and move, once you try and move the hands or the fingers, the screws just unravel and then they go floppy. So it's going to take a little bit of setting up, but I shall have screwdrivers in hand, try and get them into position and then tighten them up, because once it's in its position, it's not going to be touched. So,
so would you have classed it an easier or a harder build than the bus?
Easier. Yeah, definitely easier. I think the glue, I mean, I don't know whether it's the choice of glue. I had a lot of issues with gluing the panels and bits and pieces, and throughout the build as we were, you know, flicking the Terminator on its front, back and side, bits were falling off that we did in the early stages, but that could have been my glue. I mean, I've re-glued stuff and it seems to be all right now, so that could just be a choice of glue, to be honest. But yeah, no, I found it quite an easy build, pretty straightforward. Instructions were straightforward, like all the builds. They're a bit over-explanatory.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Looks nice when it's finally done.
Yeah, I can't stop looking at it now.
I think it looks brilliant where it started.
Yeah.
You seem to have found a perfect spot for it.
I just had a quick shovel up with some units, and I will try it up there just in case. It might look good, but I'll see. You know, I do like it there because it shines, but I am going to try it up there as well. But yeah, no. So that's it really.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay, then we've got G's channel. Sad to see the Terminator show retire. Now it's finished. Maybe do one more show about the gun.
Yeah, we could do. I'll fit one in. As I say, it could be a bit difficult, as Mark said, trying to get the hands. I mean, I don't know if the gun actually needs assembling as such, does it? I don't really know.
Not really, from what I've seen.
I mean, I could do a little show, perhaps on the next week when we do the Spitfire. Maybe we'll do a segment before that starts, because then that gives us an excuse to use the Spitfire / Terminator intro one more time, and then perhaps we can just have a look at the gun in more detail for the first 10-15 minutes before we go on to the Spitfire. What about that? Because I don't think it's worth doing one whole show on it.
No.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that, and then we can use that intro one more time.
Okay, and DS Motors are finished. Fabulous work. Thank you so much, whoever it was, for supporting Horlicks with this project. He really has enjoyed this build. Well done again, Horlicks. Brilliant work. Thumbs up, everyone.
Lovely, thank you, Dave. And again, you know who you are, who donated this to me. So thank you so much. I do really appreciate it, and it's been great, absolutely great.
Yeah,
and, it is a bit sad, but I'm down to one now. And do you know what? I do love. I mean, I'm fairly new to model building, and I've always. It's my best mate. It's his fault because I never would have got into this, but he did the 3D printer, and I just after the 3 years I went round there and have you built that yet? And he was like, no, do you want to build it? And he literally gave me all the 130 parts, loaded them in the car, and said, right, off you go. He's like, oh yeah, and I enjoyed it, and that's where the bug started.
I think it's also a good way to get these fantastic models by buying them weekly and
and it is, some people do say, oh my gosh, how much, that's expensive. But honestly, if anyone's worried or hasn't done one yet and they're worried, like, oh my god, it's going to cost X amount of money, like the Routemaster and that was 1,200 quid thereabouts, you really you need to think about the completed model, and that is a really nice piece, that Routemaster. It's really heavy, but you don't notice the money because it's a direct debit monthly. So, and the amount of pleasure it brings, and it's worth every penny, 100%. And maybe if it was, here's the model, you need to pay this up front. I don't think anyone would be able to do that really, not easily anyway. So it's a good way of doing it, and so don't be too worried if you think, oh my god, like in the Spitfire, that's what 1,200-1,300 quid's worth, maybe a bit more actually, because that's a bit dearer, isn't it? But it's like £10 an issue, isn't it? But still, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So, and you don't really notice it, you do it monthly, don't you? So, yeah. Anyway, suppose we better wrap the show up. The last official Terminator show, and let's be. As I say, I do want to do some more builds. I'm in the process of trying to work something out in here because of my situation I'm in. I'm in a shared house in a room, so I need to work out the best way of organising the room. I haven't got room really to put any more models, but I'm going to look at getting. You can't see it on the camera, but I've got an alcove over here. I want to try and see if I can find a really tall one that's the right perfect size, and then I might be able to get more models in there.
You might be best making your own.
Yeah, I might have to make my own. Yeah, I could do. If I can't, I mean, I know my best mate's mum she actually builds furniture for a living. So it's going to be expensive because they use really good quality wood. Like it's a proper bespoke sort of. I don't know. They use proper words. They don't use like MDF and all that nonsense. They use proper words, so it is quite expensive. But you never know. I might be able to get a deal or something. But yeah, because like the Terminator, for example. The DeLorean that's in my cupboard. You know, it's not that tall, but the gap it's in is tall. So. You know, I could get more in there if I could have a very versatile shelving system with lots of holes for shelves. I could cram a lot more in, and I might be able to get some more models in. But anyway, I'm blabbering. That'll be later. But anyway, thank you everyone on the chat and everyone who's liked the video and supported this build with me. It's been an epic journey. Thank you again, Mark and Dave and the other Dave and everyone who has helped and contributed in the show. And Adrian has been on the show as well. So thank you, Adrian. And just thank you, everyone. And that just leaves us to say our goodbyes, I think. So let's go with Jolly Dave first.
Yeah, that's another iconic build finished. As I say, we're still going to roll on with the Spitfire to build, so still more to come. So we'll see everybody next week. So I hope you all enjoyed the night. Don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up, and we'll see you again later on.
Lovely. Thank you, Geordie. And Mark?
So thank you, everybody, for coming on tonight and supporting Horlicks. And all I'm going to say is hasta la vista. I'll be back.
Yes. Brilliant. Okay, and that is it for me. So that is the build. That is done. See you next week for another show. And thank you. Please smash that like button, and if you haven't already, please think about subscribing. Then you'll get notifications of the Spitfire build and any other builds that may come up in the future. All that's for me to say is goodbye. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. Now, when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I.